We've got 3 connected stories today. GloRilla allegedly taking shots at Megan, Cardi B issuing a second apology to Latto, and the reality that 4 women who were once aligned on one of the biggest female rap collaborations of 2024 are now all fractured from each other in different directions. Let's get into all of it.
And then TMZ leaks that the whole Klay Thompson, Megan cheating scandal, whatever, and Glo posts 5 minutes later on her story laughing faces. What's funny, girl? What's funny? Because last I saw your boyfriend, the basketball player, was in an interview saying that you were getting on his nerves and he's trying to go to bed. Not only did he say it once, but he said it twice. Yeah. And then you went and deleted that little laughing, crying face emoji off your story, as you should have. It genuinely pisses me off when I see like hate on Meg, because not only has she already been through so much, her dad dying, her mom dying, her grandma dying, but like everybody in the world.
Starting with GloRilla and Megan. On June 26, 2026, GloRilla and Pooh Shiesty released a collaboration called Main. And within hours of the song dropping, fans were dissecting specific lyrics and pointing directly at Megan Thee Stallion. The bars in question read, "Bitch coming for me, who gassed her? I'll put a bitch right on my platter. Ho tried to lil sis me, I passed her. Thought I was main ho, think faster. Victim playing ass ho, stop capping. Ho went straight to hater from clapping." Now, before we go further, let's be clear about what we know and what we don't. GloRilla has not confirmed that any of those lyrics are about Megan. Megan's name is not mentioned anywhere on the track. But the internet doesn't need a name when the timing and the context do all the talking. And the context here is deep.
Fans creating fake beats and you end up falling for it. Like, Glo, why'd you like that tweet, girl? And mind you, Twitter's eating her up. Someone saying, well, GloRilla, it was fun, but you won't get another stream out of me. I do not play about Megan. Someone saying, how GloRilla is shading Megan and she walking around cosplaying her head to toe as the mini stallion anyways. And this being like Megan the Stallion jealous of GloRilla. Just laughing. And someone saying at the bottom, there is not a place where GloRilla is more successful than Megan Thee Stallion. Now, mind you, I didn't realize all basically female rappers hate each other. It never made sense to me. I never understood why. But it's just pettiness. It's, competition.
Because someone made like this little arc being like, Cardi hates her, Latto hates her, Megan doesn't like them, Nicki doesn't like any of them. And it's like, were they supposed to like each other in the first place? I feel like just because you make it in the rap industry doesn't mean that everybody in the rap industry has to be your friend. But I do hate the narrative is like when somebody puts you on and then a couple years you're shining and then you just throw all this beef towards them. But when they were putting you on, you were up their butt. I don't know, weird troop. But yeah, what do you guys think of this whole GloRilla situation?
As of right now, neither GloRilla nor Megan has publicly addressed this. GloRilla hasn't confirmed the lines are about Megan. Megan hasn't responded. But this is the second time in 2026 that GloRilla's name has been connected to shots at Megan. Because in May 2026, GloRilla's own sister, Victoria Woods, known online as BroRilla, dropped a diss track called Therapy. And in that track, BroRilla rapped, "Pressing play on me, but pause on Megan Thee Stallion." BroRilla also took shots at Latto and dragged GloRilla's NBA boyfriend Brandon Ingram into the situation. So between GloRilla's own sister taking shots at Megan in May, and now the Main lyrics in June, there's a clear and consistent pattern, even if nobody is saying anything officially.
Just clap back at Megan for unfollowing her, and I have a little bit of insight as to what's going on behind the scenes, allegedly, so let's get into this tea. And before I start, EJ, you are very messy. So the tea I just got was that Megan used to vent to her ex-stylist EJ, which she is no longer cool with anymore, about GloRilla. It's being said that Megan began to feel a way towards GloRilla, and she vented to EJ about this and started to talk about how, GloRilla was stealing her style and how she was kind of trying to come in and step into her place, in her lane. And I'll tell y'all what I mean by that. GloRilla came into the game with a clean slate and a very good general public perception. And what I mean by this is many people and many brands wanted to associate with GloRilla off the bat. She was never really doing the front page model thing. She was never that kind of girl. That was always Megan's thing. But when GloRilla entered the scene, she kind of started to step on Megan's toes. And it's said that Megan didn't like that. Now, it's also being said that Megan felt a way that GloRilla was getting a bit too close to her in numbers. As many people know, GloRilla has been stepping on Megan's toes and a few other female rappers' toes when it comes to numbers, and Megan has not been liking that. That's why you will realize that Megan will release something a little bit after Glo release, and that's because Megan wants to keep her little edge on her. So Megan has been feeling a way towards GloRilla. I'm not sure what EJ and GloRilla have been talking about when it comes to Meg now, because now EJ and Glo are cool. Whether y'all believe it or not, Megan is in the rap industry for herself and herself only. So if she sees GloRilla as competition, you can only imagine who else she sees as competition. She don't want a girl who just came in the game passing her numbers. She's just playing a nice, nasty game while she does it. She's playing the, I'm friends with everybody, hey friend, but when in reality, she treats this as a sport just like the other girls do. And the truth is, Megan feels like GloRilla's on her toes. But I'm almost 100% sure that the reason that this is escalating is because EJ is telling GloRilla all the things Megan allegedly said. Therefore, it makes sense that GloRilla would like a tweet about Megan being upset about stats. And guys, remember that this has been going on behind the scenes for a long period of time. They just haven't made it public because they want the public perception to be female rap unity, when in reality, it's not that.
Which brings us to Cardi B and Latto. The Cardi and Latto situation has been the defining female rap conversation of 2026, and there are two major updates you need to know about. Now, Cardi B responded the same day the Breakfast Club interview aired, posting a detailed explanation on X. She said, "I truly understand how you feel, and that's exactly why I chose to apologize publicly, because the disrespect became public." She explained she was 8 months pregnant when the call leaked, had just dropped her album, and was overwhelmed and emotional. She revealed she made multiple private attempts to reach Latto throughout 2025 and 2026, including speaking with Latto's manager, her sister, and texting Latto directly. She closed with, "I always wanted to make it right, but making it right looks different for the both of us. I wanted to connect with you, but you wanted to address it on your album." That last line is where people got split. Some felt Cardi was genuinely trying to take accountability. Others felt that framing Latto as someone who chose the album over private resolution was a subtle way of shifting blame. But then Cardi went even further. In the weeks following that exchange, she issued a full open apology letter, publicly acknowledging her role in letting things escalate and saying she regretted letting the situation go too far. She wrote that the industry already puts Black women in rap under enough pressure without them tearing each other down. That was a notable shift in tone, less defensive, more reflective. As of right now, Cardi and Latto have not spoken. There is no confirmed reconciliation. Latto is focused on her new baby and says the door is open, but the timing is unclear. Cardi has now issued 2 separate public apologies, and both women are navigating new motherhood simultaneously, which adds a layer of humanity to a beef that the internet has been treating as pure entertainment. And here's the thread that connects all of these stories. In 2024, GloRilla, Megan, Cardi, and Latto were all on the same page. They were collaborating, supporting each other, and representing a unified front for female rap. The Wannabe remix with all 3 women was celebrated as exactly that, a moment of solidarity. In 2026, every single one of those relationships has been tested. GloRilla and Megan have allegedly stopped following each other, with new lyrics adding fuel to speculation about a brewing conflict. Cardi and Latto went from collaborating to a public falling out over a leaked phone call, with Cardi spending months trying to repair a bridge that Latto is in no rush to fully rebuild. None of these situations have been declared officially over. GloRilla hasn't confirmed beef with Megan. Latto hasn't closed the door on Cardi, but the energy has clearly shifted, and the audience that once cheered all 4 of them together is now being asked to pick sides in multiple directions at once.